All right, let me talk you through small group training for Monday. Please note that these are 60-second stations, one person per station, and the rest is within the 8 stations. So at no point is all of these people going to be resting at the same time. They are going to be, one person is going to be resting. Now, I fully realise the timing here. 8 stations, 60 seconds on, 5 times is 40 minutes of non-stop work. Non-stop, bearing in mind that there's a station. Be aware of the warm-up, 3-4 minutes, and then you press go, and you don't need to touch the clock again. Once it gets to 8, and then it'll get to 16, then it gets to 24, then it gets to 32, then it gets to 40, you don't need to delete it. You don't need to stop and start it. Cool? Let me just get the workout on the Monday. We've got power bag reverse lunges. I don't need to talk through those, but I have thought about with 8 people here how we keep this fairly contained. We don't have too many that are all over the place. Power bag reverse lunges, we put the power bag on our head, and we've got alternating reverse lunges. It's not all left and not all right, it's alternating reverse lunges. Then you've got a bent over reverse fly using a bench. I want this bench at 45 degrees, and they are bent forward maybe 2 kgs, and they're just coming up straight through here and then back down. That is it. So when you say on 60 change, they're simply going to get up from drop the bag and go straight onto the bench and go. There's no time to stop, there's no time to change. Cool? Leg curl with sliders. It's not one leg. We can't, with 5 rounds, do unilateral exercises. So it's 2 legs. It's not a shalk where you lift up and back down. It is just pelvis staying low, curling in and curling out, and that is it. Cool? A floor press would have to be the one where you're probably going to be helping them the most, and they're probably going to be, well, you may know what a floor press is. We bring the dumbbells down to only the floor and then push back up. Note that the bench is already being used for a reverse fly, and we've got a 45-degree press in another day. So the floor press works absolutely fine. The dumbbell pass-throughs from push-up position, just note there is no push-up. It's just a dumbbell pass-through. And normally this is a power bag pull-through, right? But we're using the power bags for the reverse lunges, which is why we just use a dumbbell. But it is not, they're not allowed to move the hips. You've got to keep their hips. If any cueing is going to be, you're going to keep their hips still, and they just take it and then put that dumbbell onto the other side. Cool? But that is our core exercise essentially. Kneeling band to forehead. I would put the band, if you put it over here, you're still encroaching on the space, but here is perfect. If you have this band here, they can easily, and it doesn't say isometric, it's just a forehead, 1, 2, and then encourage them each time to grab up a little further up the band, which obviously makes it a little tougher each time. Then they're on their assault bike, and then they're having a rest. How simple. Just know the rest is obviously after the assault bike, because they shouldn't need it after the assault bike. I don't mind if you have 2 assault bikes, and then, because the person can take a little bit of time to get off an assault bike, so the other person just jumps straight on, goes. Don't have it so they're adjusting the seat, just have the seat low, they'll be fine. But yeah, 8 rounds, 8 different exercises, 60 seconds, and on 60 you say change. As quick as they can get to the next station, they just start. Essentially it's every minute on the minute, right? I've put a finisher in, but with the timings of 8 times 5, which is 40, plus a warm-up, I don't think you'll use it, but I just put in here straight sit-ups. So get them sitting opposite each other, even if there's 1 minute left. Get them doing, I put 30 seconds, but just do 15 seconds. 15 on, 15 you, 15 you, 15 you, done. But you don't have to use the finisher, because I don't know if we will in this format. And that's Monday.